Good day, Block 929 family. I know it's been a long time. Um, we haven't shared any videos, but yes, life has been going on. A lot has happened. It's been a lot of rains. We've been experiencing a lot of rains in Malawi. I think the rainy season is coming to an end, and that's why we're getting this kind of rains. And one of my subscribers actually called me and said, Ted, I just want to find out what's going on. Why are you so quiet and nothing happening? We don't see your videos. Oh yes, so yeah, but I'll try my best to every now and then do some videos for you to see. Yeah, so before I go any further, I just want to show you a few things that have happened on the premises so that you see that life has been going on. So yeah, stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel, and then also share the video, like, and leave a comment. So let me just take you on a short tour. All right. Here's Hami. Sure. Oh. You can see the lawn hasn't been cut for some time because of the rains, and it's grown very thick. And as we can see here, there's just water everywhere. But now something has happened here. Okay, let me just go through the site. We've been throwing concrete on the driveway. So we've moved the car from the driveway and we've been throwing concrete, as you can see here. We wanted to try and do exposed aggregate, but we failed because the rain came and then it messed up everything. So this is what we end up with the driveway. Anyway, it's still strong enough. So maybe in the future we'll try to fix it so that it looks much more presentable. But this is what we have achieved so far. Yeah, so we have now a driveway. So we had lots of rain. Next, I'm going to try to make plans to do the pavers here so that we have a paved pathway so that we can be able to walk in there. Much of this area has been cleared now. We want to do concrete over there for the foundation because this is going to be our living room. Yeah, so yeah, as you can see, the patrol is now standing this side. We moved from that side, so we want to see if we can restore it. Yeah, so this is us in the workshop. So yeah, that's it. We've gone through and we've checked. School has also started, so Tamara is starting to go to school. And last night she was busy studying, and she had to go into the garage to study there while it was raining. It was raining very hard. And her mom was asking, where's Tamara? I said, no, she's gone in the garage. She's busy studying in there. And that just started making me wonder, like to say, when I look at my life, I went to school and I went to high school, but when I look at today, most of whatever I'm using at the moment from what I learned from school, I think I learned in primary school. So in primary school, I was able to read, I was able to write, and I was able to do mathematics, do addition, multiplication, subtraction, and those are the things that I still use today. I'm able to read. I'm still, when I want to add up things and all those stuff. But all the things that I learned when I was in secondary school, we don't use it today anymore. So I was asking myself, why is it that we go to school and study, and we go to university, or we go to secondary school, I've actually come to learn that one can easily finish school in primary and still be able to survive in this world as long as you can read, you can write, and you can do, like see basic mathematics, adding, subtracting, and dividing. So you can actually go to the University of Google and University of YouTube and learn things, practical things. So what you can focus most of your times to learn how to do things practically. And I was looking at myself, for example, to see things that I do. I've come to learn how to teach myself to learn some things practically. So, say for example, when I was learning how to do concrete top for this concrete table that I'm doing from this bench, the concrete top, I had to go on YouTube to learn how to do it, and eventually I made a very nice concrete top. And the utility vehicle that I'm making, I have to go sometimes on YouTube to learn, and I'm able to do it. All the machines that I'm making in the workshop, I have to teach myself on YouTube to learn, and I'm able to do. Even the methods that I'm using, the systems that I'm coming up with, I have to learn. And these things that I've learned, they are things that are actually really making my life to happen, and I'm able to do things to survive. I know it's not easy for people to be able to learn how to do things or how to learn. So what I realized is that I'm able to do these things because I spent most of the times reading books. So what I did was I read books about books written by people who have done things, like people who have achieved things. The Richard Bransons, the Kawasaki's, and the Trumps. So I read those books, and those books, when you read, most of the times, okay, for instance, when you go, what I've discovered is that people who actually go to the University of Hard Knocks, they are able to sometimes achieve things much easier than those people who have gone to proper universities. Because I think when you go, let's say for instance, you're going to study engineering at the university, I think the first few years, they are teaching you the history of what you are learning. So if you are learning, let's say engineering, so they will be teaching you the history of engineering, like who was the first person to invent this and whatever. There's all those kind of histories. And then at the end of the terms, you have to write exams, and where they will be asking you the questions about what you learned. And this actually forces you to be memorizing. And then those people who fail to memorize those things, they get weeded out of university, they get removed because then they are not doing well. But in the meantime, that person who's weeded from the university could have been somebody who could have been the best engineer. And at the end of the day, the students that remain are the ones that are good, maybe very good at mathematics or very good at memorizing, but they don't have the passion to be able to implement what they've learned. So at the end of the day, they finish their schools, they've got degrees and they've got diplomas, but when they come back to the real world, they are not able to apply what they've learned, But you find that we hard knockers, we go and assess. So for example, for me to be able to come up with a utility that's going to move, I will just go and search the knowledge about how to make that utility to move, and how to install the gearbox, how to install the engine, how to install the brakes and all those things. I don't have to go through a process where I have to memorize the history of who was the first person to invent a vehicle and all those kind of things. So in the hard knock world, you only focus on the things that helps you to survive. But while in the university world, you're learning some other things that are not even important in your life. And those things can sometimes take away your passion, that when you finish, you don't even have that creative mind anymore. It's not like to say that people shouldn't be going to school or to university, but I'm just giving the reasons why it happens that in a country, people who are doing things are people who never went to university. Like, for instance, in Malawi, people who are inventing things, who are making machines, who are making machines to make butter, peanut butter, and all that stuff, they never even went to university. And people who went to university are busy sitting in offices, or sometimes they're jobless, looking for jobs. They can't get a job. They can't even think that the knowledge that I've had, I can go to a scrapyard, buy a few things and make a small machine that I can sell and make some money. They can't think like that. But we ourselves, we know that, okay, if I need to produce a machine, a simple machine, and I don't have material, I can go to a scrapyard and buy stuff and make something. So in the Hard Knock, you learn a lot about how to survive. That's how I think about it. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to share, so that to inspire those people who are struggling and not finding ways of how to survive. I've learned how to survive in life, and I've learned, the first thing that I've learned is that life is very easy if you empower yourself with certain kind of knowledge and certain kind of way of thinking. You need to start seeing how you think and how you see life and how you see things. I can be taken out of Malawi and be thrown into Gambia or Nigeria or any other country. I'll just struggle for the first few years so that I want to find my way. What I'll be doing a lot is to understand how people live in that country, how they think, where are the opportunities, what are the challenges, and all those things. And then I'll see now where can I fit, how can I be solutions. What I've learned is that in my life, I've been going through in my life finding solutions to challenges that people find, and by doing that, you create opportunities. So it's just a matter of how you see things and how you think. All right. So yeah, this is just talked about this. We're thinking about the schools that have opened and kids are going to school. You know, the time that the kids have been at home because of the corona has given us an opportunity to see and understand what's going on in their minds and how they struggle. And yeah, that's what I just wanted to share. So thank you very much for watching this video. If it's your first time, remember to subscribe, and don't forget to share the video, like, and leave a comment. Thank you.